Hello, what's up everybody? We're going to look into this game. It is called Frostpunk. There's Frostpunk 2 coming out, and everybody says that this game is really good, so I started a game already. I thought I'd be able to just start a new game, but we're going to, what are we going to do? Bunch of scenarios. There we go, a new home. So this is the base story scenario, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna try this over. I did start it and kind of get into it a little bit, so we'll see how this goes. So the base story is like London is or it's like an ice age is going on, and you're trying to search for a place where you can survive.
In a still, cold world. No horizon in sight. The rulers of old, stripped of pride and glory. It feels as yesterday we were turning the wheels of progress. Until the frost stopped it all. Suddenly, without a warning. When tides had changed, they changed for all of us, no matter wealth or class. We've lost our world to snow, and with it, our last traces of humanity. We bid farewell to plenty, and for those who remained came the time to adapt. We decided to leave our homes and head north. We roamed for weeks, maybe months, leaving behind all the things we once believed had made us. It was hope that pushed us forward. Slowly, step by step. We knew the cost of our journey, and we paid the price 100 times. Finally, the time has come to build the last city on Earth.
And here we are, last city on Earth. A new home. We fled from London and crossed the sea to reach the frozen north. On the way, our convoy was hit by a blizzard and scattered. A handful of us managed to reach the site of this generator, only to find it frozen solid and abandoned. Why is no one here? Did any of our people survive the blizzard? Are there any others but they're out there? Whatever we do, we should expect the worst, now that the world as we know it has crumbled. So, when I was playing, like, as just to get myself familiar with the game, I was trying to figure out why the hell would they go north? It's kind of like the equator is in the middle of the world, so it's like the equator should still be the warmest part even in an ice age, unless for some reason the Earth's axis is off kilter or something like that. But that's just the kind of setup of the game. So they were in London, they moved north, they found a generator, it was abandoned, so we're gonna try and make base around the generator. So this is a city builder game, and you're just trying to survive. The only thing that you don't have to worry about, you got wood, you got coal, and you have steel. You got to worry about people being sheltered and the cold temperatures not getting too cold, and for your people and workplaces being warm enough for people. and you go out for search parties and stuff, get more survivors. It's a really intense game, and then you get little like little pop-ups here and there, like you'll see as I play. But this game is very well done, very the pathing in it is cool because you can kind of see him trudge through the snow, and after you like clear an area that has resources from a gathering hut, like the snow will actually like rebuild up in that area because you haven't gone there in a while. It's very, very interesting, very cool. You have different levels of coldness and everything, and yeah, I'm just gonna. The only thing you don't have to worry about is water. That's where I was going with resources earlier, because obviously you're surrounded by water. But we're just gonna get into it. We have to survive. Fight the cold. We need to get the generator working. It provides heat and power to other buildings. Without it, we'll freeze to death. Stockpile some coal and start the generator. Okay, yes sir. Resources, gathering hut. Kind of get that in the zone without going too far out. Build a nice little path up to there. Oh, here's a workers need it. There's so much to do and not enough hands to do it. A quick way of addressing this problem is to put our children to work. So already it's giving me a scenario where I can put child labor laws in effect. And I'm actually not going to do that right now. We're going to look at kind of like a skill tree essentially. So here's a child labor law. So you can build a safe child labor, and it will there aren't enough hands to do all the work. Will allow children to be employed in safe workplaces like cookhouses or hot houses. And then children can work in safe workplaces. Hope will fall slightly. Child workers can be injured and in accidents. And then you have the other side of it. So you kind of have two sides of these where you can do child shelters. Children will be safe if they stay in child shelters during the day, and they won't cause any mischief. After introducing this law, oh yeah, that's just telling me how long it will be until I can enact another law. So new buildings, child shelter, hope will rise, providing all children with a place in a child shelter gives a permanent hope bonus. You will have to build a child shelter. So like that's the only negative. And then doing the child labor, hope will fall slightly and child workers can be injured in accidents. So right now, you can do fight arenas, you can do emergency shifts, you can do radical treatment or sustained life, you can do put sawdust in your food, or you can make food into soup so it kind of goes a little bit further. You can also do corpse disposal and use them for later. It says down here, bodies are preserved for potential future use. You can do cemeteries rather, but you'll lose a day, 6 hours of work from a worker. And for right now, honestly, it gave me the option to do child labor, 100% child labor. Up here you have your cold meter. You can do a cold overlay. So right now this building is livable. The middle is not livable just because it is so cold. I'm gonna add some workers in here, child laborers. They can go and work there. That's just giving me other stuff. Okay. No roof over our heads. Captain, people are understandably concerned about the lack of shelter. They're falling ill from sleeping outside in this terrible cold. We better do something about it. And I agree, we should do something about it. I'll provide shelter to everybody because I know I am capable of doing that. So there we got our 8 houses. Yeah, we have 80 people down the bottom left. It shows us, and each house or tent will house 10 people. So we've got that going. We're gonna turn the generator on. Oh, do we not have any child laborers yet? The wisdom of the crowd. Captain, when facing demands, remember this. People usually look for the quickest solution, not the best one. You don't have to agree to everything they ask for. If you fix the problem your way, it's fine. And then I like how when you scroll over like the thank you text, it'll say, I'll bear that in mind, and then it says thank you. Like it gives a little bit extra of text. You can see those houses are going down. Right now I'm just collecting a lot of wood because I noticed in the when I was playing beforehand, we needed a lot of wood. Not enough coal. I need 6 coal to start it. Okay. Come on, children. Work quicker. It is saying 5 available, 10 out of 10. Okay. So it should be going. We're gonna speed this up a bit. Oh, that's why they're not producing. It's free time. So I'll just kind of explain this UI. So obviously you have coal, wood, steel, and then steam cores. Not exactly sure what steam cores do, but you got free time, which is like from 1800 to 8 o'clock in the morning or so, roughly. And then you have your speeds, obviously. Right now I paused it. And then you have this day cycle. So we're nearing the end of the first day. We're going into the second day. And then you have these little events, I'm calling them. So the temperature will drop significantly to level 2. I don't understand the leveling system of the cold yet, but I've worked out how to kind of manipulate it so that I don't kill people from getting too cold, essentially. Because when you go into this cold mapping, obviously livable. All the red areas are currently livable. So the houses are currently livable, and it's only 4 degrees Fahrenheit. And then you have different levels. So you have comfortable, which is prevents falling ill. Then you have livable, which is a low risk. Then you have chilly, low risk of falling ill. Oh, I guess they're both low risk, huh? Very low risk is livable. Then you have cold, moderate risk of falling ill. High risk of falling ill for very cold. And then freezing, small risk of requiring an amputation. So very high risk of falling ill as well for that. And I saw this, so I paused it. The heating is off. The generator's off. People are afraid they'll freeze to death in their sleep if you don't at least turn it on for the night. We must gather some coal. Yes, we must gather some coal. I already unlocked child labor. I'm not exactly sure why it pulled me in here. Emergency shift. That's what it wants me to do. Okay. But we're just going to let them go for right now. Because honestly, 4 degrees Fahrenheit and your houses are livable. And you have 8 houses. Everybody's... Oh, only 40 of you are housed? I mean, 50 now. So these will go up throughout the night. I don't quite understand the building because I thought it would only happen throughout the working hours, but it doesn't. Sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. Like certain buildings need some people, certain buildings don't. So shelters promised fulfilled. I housed everybody. Everyone feels relieved with a roof, even if flapping one over their heads. Hope has risen. So my first playthrough, I think I spent like 20 minutes in my first playthrough. My hope went to 0. My discontentment was about halfway, and I lost the game. They kicked me out of the village, so at that point, it's just a failure game. So, we see some people getting a little bit sick. We're gonna speed through the night a bit. We're gonna, you know what? Rather than speeding through the night, it's 5 in the morning. We're going to health. We'll put, we'll put some roads up. Get some roads going. So this is a circular building. So you'll kind of make a radial pathing around your city essentially. There we go. So the entire second ring will be pathed up, and then we will go to health, get health on the go. We'll I I kind of want to start on the where the road is here. So, workshop, get a workshop down. That'll be our tech later on. Resources. So we'll do. Oh, we got gathering post and a resource depot. I don't need a resource depot currently. We're gonna do health, I think, next. Health right next to that. Food, hunter's hut next to that. And last but not least, oh, I can't do a cookhouse. Not enough wood. Okay. So you can see those are getting built. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. And I have 5 children idle out of everybody in my village. So there's 80 total people, and 5 of them are idle. I need, I don't understand why. Wait. Oh, that starts at 8. That's why. I hear like pickaxing and stuff. I don't know. It must be because they're building these buildings. That's what's going on. So speed up time a bit. Oh, no engineers. So I'll back off on time. So engineers, I have 15 here. I'm gonna take 5 of them off of that. Put all 5 of them on here. Start researching stuff. So I'm gonna do heaters. Because that was really good when I did the one playthrough. Because all my... I should go back and read it for you. So heaters. Allows us to use heaters to heat workplaces during working hours. Each heater raises a workplace's temperature by 1 level and consumes 1 coal per hour when running. So that's pretty good for when you get these drops in temperature, and I only have a day and a half essentially until the drop in temperature comes along. Oh, this is also built. I need 5 more engineers. I believe I put all my engineers here. Let me just check around. Oh, child labor, heck yeah. Yeah, it looks like I put all my engineers here, so I'll take 5 more. 5 engineers there to start treating the sick. Hunting hut, so I need 5 workers. 1, 2, 3, 5. Actually, I need 15 workers. So I'll take 5 out of 3 places. Just to kind of, because food is a big concern as we get going further and further down the line. More people you get. Oh, we have 65 coal. Turn that on. Heck yeah. So, and that little thermometer in the middle just shows us how hot it is. So the more steam levels you go up, the hotter it gets. And the hotter that it gets, the longer it takes for it to not dispel the heat. So if I were to turn this off right now, it says generator shut down, but it has residual heat. And it'll heat this area for quite a long time. You see that thermometer going down quite slowly. Turn that back on while we have some coal. Child labor is doing good. Oh, what's this exclamation? Family torn apart. Sir, a woman came forward after we built the workshop. She said that her husband and daughter didn't reach the city with the main group, but she's sure they're still out there. She wants to join the first scout team we'll send out. She urges you to hurry. Okay. We'll do what we can. That's definitely a we'll do what we can, because I need to research other things to keep the current people that we have warm and safe. Kind of get rid of all these tutorial pieces up in the top left. What's going on? About 17 hours. Okay, so we'll last definitely through the night. We'll take some people off of gathering wood, and we'll put them on gathering some more coal as well. A different coal deposit. You know what? This one's a little bit closer. We'll do that one instead. And sometimes they do just like cut right across and start to go to work immediately. Sometimes they don't. But as you can see, like they path it up. Like they're trudging through the snow to get to all these resources. And then obviously when you make paths, it doesn't really snow on the paths. we're gonna do another ruling. Cemetery or corpse disposal. So cemetery. We will establish a burial ground so we can lay our dead to rest with dignity and respect. Dignity and respect. Of course. Pick that one. So I'll unlock a new building, cemetery. Hope will rise slightly. No risk of disease from unburied bodies. And then each burial will keep some people from work for a few hours. You will have to establish a cemetery. So those are the two negatives. And then corpse disposal. We'll keep dead bodies out of the heat zone and cover them with snow. The cold will halt their decay. And then new building, snow pit. No risk of disease from unburied bodies. Bodies are preserved for potential future use. No clue what that means. You will have to dig a snow pile. Hope will fall. Discontent will rise. So I like all the nitty gritty ones. We're gonna go with a corpse disposal. Look at all the bodies just laying in the snow. Better to get this down now than later, I suppose. Ooh, I can also build what's this? Hunter's hut. I do need food, so we're gonna do a cookhouse. And then resources, health, people, snow. So we're gonna put this out as far as we can, out of the heat zone there. Oh, it looks like they need something to work on because they did the heaters already. We'll do faster gathering. So faster gathering. Employing better tools and methods, people gathering resources from coal pits, piles, wood crates, and steel wreckage will work 15% faster. Work 15% faster, whether using gathering posts or not. Awesome. Start that up. And my hope is going down. Temporary modifiers last 24 hours. So since I unlocked this, I'm assuming the hope would go down for 24 hours, essentially. Doing good. Only negative 4 degrees Fahrenheit currently. Oh, and we just finished that up, which was stockpile 200 coal and have the generator running. The generator hums with reassuring warmth, but we shouldn't take it for granted. If the generator goes down, the city dies. Be mindful of coal reserves. Now, food. There will be no city if we starve to death. Secure a way to provide raw food and build a cookhouse to prepare meals. Okay, and that is perfect because I already have a cookhouse down, ready to go, and I already have a hunter's cabin down and ready to go. That's already producing 15 food per day. This should produce, I think it's like 4 food per hour or something like that, if I remember correctly. So just gotta provide us a pile for dead, so that's what that is, and they're currently building that. And I'm assuming at night that will, right now, off time. So kind of like in between working hours, they will go and build this kind of stuff that I need. Look at that, trudging through the snow. And it is cold over here in the working environment, so that's chilly, low risk of falling ill. So that's why it's a good idea to have gathering posts, because they can kind of go in and out while they're gathering, especially for the children. Snow pile established. The snow pile is ready. Now we can dispose of corpses, but that doesn't mean people are more content or hopeful. Dumping our dead in the snow is nothing to be proud of. It isn't anything to be proud of, you're correct. But it's fun. Who doesn't like a good play in the snow, you know? Dead bodies and stuff. And it's always good to have your living quarters close to the reactor or the generator, just because the closer the living quarters, that's the 1015 over this wood pile. Closer to the living quarters, the more the citizens will be happy, kind of deal. When can I enact a newer law? I might do fight arena next. Or should I do rations? Not quite sure what to do next. I've been doing nitty and gritty. I might do a sustained life, just to kind of counteract those two nitty gritty things. So, the sustained life, we'll get there when I have a chance to actually. Coal gain 312 per day. Coal consumption 144. Cool. So we're making coal. Heaters 3? 0. Oh, okay. So it's saying 3 heaters, which are the building heaters. And speed this up since there's not much going on. People from our convoy. With basic resources secure for now, we can try to rescue the people we left behind, build a beacon, scout Frostland, and save as many survivors from our expedition as possible. You'll need a workshop to design plans for more advanced buildings. And Hope went up there for a second because I built this house. Do not have any workers. Let's see. I'm gonna steal some children. That sounded bad. I'm not going to steal the children. I'm just going to replace the children from a crappier work environment to a cookhouse. There we go. And cookhouse will produce 4 food rations from 2 raw food. Going like this for a while. Yes, we can keep going like this for a while. At least that is my hope that we can. So... to kind of get ready for when we do expeditions, I might plop down to... oh, I probably shouldn't plop that down quite yet. Just to leave an open area for something. I don't remember what all buildings I can get and put in place. I know this could probably go behind here, behind the other storehouse stockpile that we have. But this game I'm absolutely loving so far. It is a blast to play. It is a blast to go through the another house. Perfect. There's a blast to, sweet. I can do another roll. Oh, organ transplant. I guess that's what that meant. We can dig up the bodies later. We could use the body parts of our deceased to save lives and accelerate healing. This way, the dead can continue contributing to the survival of our city, and the sick recover faster. That is the only benefit. So let's see what else we have. So we have emergency shift, which I don't think we currently need. We got additives to the food. We got retirement or old age or other sick people. Honestly, fighting arena. I think that's what I might get next. After introducing this law, I keep on reading the wrong one. Nothing relieves tension better than watching a few rounds of an all-out slugfest. New building, fighting arena. Evening bouts will reduce discontent. So that is perfect. We want to keep discontent away because discontent kills hope, as far as I understand. You will have a building, or you will have to build a fighting arena. Heck yeah, let's watch our people fight. Oh, round one. Oh, good betting on fights was the next best thing to the races. I'm itching to see a good fight. It'll be just like old times. I'm assuming they're talking about old times in London. I guess they have fighting grounds, underground fighting rings in London. I guess they have underground fighting stuff. You know, don't talk about Fight Club. Don't think about Fight Club. Don't even stare at Fight Club kind of deal. Cool. So we just unlocked the gathering resources. So what is our goals? People from our convoy. Build a beacon. We should probably do that next. So beacon allows us to build a beacon. Not much of a description, but we'll go for it. Oh, one sick. Absent. Any patience? Oh yeah, lots of patience. Child. Well, let's see what this person wants. Child injured at work. A child got distracted at work and has been injured. The accident was not serious and happened entirely due to their child's carelessness. What the hell, child? You should know better. You're a child. Give this kid a day off or scold this kid for being careless. Hope will fall slightly. This child won't work for 24 hours. Hope will rise slightly. Ooh. Hope is kind of in the bottom half right now. I'll give this child a day off to kind of heal up. Nice, making 24 rations per day. Oh, and we're almost out of raw food. I might want to put down another hunter's hut. I don't really have the people, honestly, do I? Oof, and the in less than 24 hours we're gonna have a cold spell. Level 2 cold spell. That's not great. Fighting arena built. A fighting arena has been established in accordance with the new law. Hope rises. Awesome. And what's this? Oh, the fighting arena is open until midnight, pretty much. So it's open from 6:30 till 11:30. Fights are held here in the evenings. Everyone can participate or watch to unwind after work. The arena will open at... Oh, it opens at 7. I see. So it's like a little period time. And then it gives you a spectator count per days and all that. Cool. And we're depleting a couple deposits. So, oh yeah, that's what I was talking about before. Is like, so people would deplete these deposits, and then the snow will actually start to build up a little bit here and there on top of those deposits. Well, we have the workforce. I want to gather as much wood as I can. Maybe even as much iron as I can. I only have 60 iron. I have 170 wood. That's actually a decent amount of wood. I mean, I'm out of workers at that point. Oh, and now it's rest time. Okay. 10 people are hungry. Well, good thing we have a ton of rations. I'm going to take... maybe I'll leave them on for right now. I'll leave them on until morning. Because once it gets cold, you'll see that these areas go from being chilly to being like cold or very cold. And the temperature will drop. So it's -4 degrees Fahrenheit right now. You can see like the beautiful smoke coming out of the top there. Anybody in the fight arena yet? No, it opens at 7. So what time is it now? Oh, it's 2 in the morning. We missed the fight arena. Gosh darn it. $5 o'clock. I wonder why that moves up and down. We're doing fine, all things considered. That is a very positive outlook. Oh, yep, see? Starting to fill up all the crevices that we were walking and everything. What's this? A protective mother. A mother has refused to let her daughter go to work. Afraid she'll get injured. We could look the other way this time, but others might see it as unfair. This child won't work for 24 hours. Hope will rise. Hope is still in the bottom half. I don't really like that. Nothing will change. We won't make an exception. Well, if nothing changes, I'm not gonna let her take her daughter out of that. Oof. Okay. I'm gonna take these people out of these work zones for right now. Especially the children. The children are kind of important because obviously they're what feed your next generation. And you can see the everything gets a little bit frosty in the corners and stuff. Nice little design there. But you can also see the temperature up in the top left corner. So temperature is cold now. This building does have insulation. It's so cold, better not to go outside without a good reason. The temperature is starting to make life really difficult. So we're gonna turn this heater on for this building, and it'll raise it a couple degrees, so it's chilly, and it has a low risk of falling ill. But I think for right now, that's what I'm gonna call it for this gameplay. 4 days in, hit a cold spell of negative 40 degrees. That's bitter weather. So far, loving this game. I think I'm gonna continue working at this game. I have a couple different scenarios unlocked, and we'll catch you in the next one.